Hi, today we're gonna talk about the sun and its effects, and also what can we do. The members of the team are Daniela Quevedo and me, Daniel Suárez. The topics that we are gonna talk about are what waves does the sun produce, what are the types of UV radiation, and what recommendations can we give.
First, we're going to talk about what waves does the sun produce. The sun emits a wide range of electromagnetic radiation, from radio waves to gamma rays, but those that most affect the Earth are visible light, infrared rays, and ultraviolet rays. These radiations are essential to maintain life on our planet, but they can also be harmful in excess. First, we're going to talk about visible light waves. Visible light waves are a form of electromagnetic radiation that is perceived by the human eye. These waves fall within a specific range on the electromagnetic spectrum, which ranges from approximately 300 nanometers to 700 nanometers in wavelength. The visible light spectrum is made up of different colors, ranging from violet with shorter wavelengths to red with longer wavelengths. Visible light is crucial for human vision and produces responses in the retinal receptors, allowing us to perceive the world around us in different shapes and colors. Visible light is also used in technology, such as the screens of electronic devices. So here are some recommendations that we can take. Wear sunglasses, reduce screen time on electronic devices, taking visual breaks. The 20-20-20 rule can be helpful. This means every 20 minutes, look at something that is 20 feet apart and for at least 20 seconds. Proper lighting, carrying out periodic ophthalmological checkups, and use protection during outdoors activities.
What are the types of UV radiations? So first we have to know that the sun emits different types of radiations. One of them is ultraviolet radiations, which reaches Earth from space. Ultraviolet radiations cover a wavelength range from approximately 10 nanometers to 400 nanometers. This is commonly measured using the UV index scale, as we can see in this slide. To interpret the UV index, we have 0 to 2, low, 3 to 5, moderate, 6 to 7, high, 8 to 10, very high, 11 and above, extremely high. So the higher the UV index value, the greater the intensity of UV radiation, and therefore the greater the risk of damage. So then we have the UV radiation. The UVA radiation is the less harmful from all ultraviolet radiations, and the one that reaches the Earth in greater quantities, but it poses less danger because it is less energetic, and is also responsible for tanning the skin. The length of the slide is 320 to 400 nanometers. The UVA rays can cause immunosuppression, and also they are responsible for the formation of free radicals and phototoxic and photoallergenic reactions. So then we have UVB radiation that reaches the Earth highly attenuated by the ozone layer and varies between 280 and 320 nanometers. UVB radiation that reaches the Earth's surface is potentially harmful as it reduces plant growth, and prolonged human exposure to this type of radiation can cause health damage such as skin damage like solar erythema, cataracts, or serious mutations in the DNA of skin cells. Then we have UVC radiation. These type of radiations are the most harmful of the entire range of ultraviolet rays because they are very energetic. The light length is 10 to 280 nanometers, despite all the negative effects that UV radiations produce. Small amounts of UV radiations also are beneficial for people and essential in the dermal synthesis of vitamin D. Also, we have to know that UV radiation is used under medical supervision to treat various diseases such as rheums, psoriasis, and eczema. And for this type of radiations, we have recommendations. So we need to use sunscreen as recommendation. We have to reapply every 2 hours or more frequently if you are swimming or sweating. Also use protective clothes like in the image and sunglasses. Also avoid direct sun exposure during peak hours. Limit time outdoors, especially between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and avoid lamps, monitor the UV index, and regular skin exams.
Now we're going to talk about infrared ray waves. Infrared rays are a form of electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths longer than visible light, generally between about 700 nanometers and 1 millimeter. These ones are located just after the red light spectrum on the electromagnetic spectrum. These waves are not visible to the human eye, but we can feel them as heat. Infrared rays have a wide range of applications in various areas. They are used in thermal imaging technologies such as infrared cameras, which capture infrared radiation emitted by objects to create images based on the heat that they emit. Infrared radiation is also used in therapeutic applications, such as in heat therapy to relieve muscle pain, improve blood circulation, and reduce inflammation in certain medical conditions. Infrared rays are divided into three principal groups, depending on their wavelength. First, we have near-infrared, which has a wavelength about 700 to 1,400 nanometers, and the applications are for remote control technologies, motion sensors, security systems, and spectroscopy. Then we have middle infrared, which has a wavelength approximately between 1,400 nanometers to 3,000. These applications has in molecular spectroscopy, chemical analysis, gas detection, and night vision. Then we have far infrared, which has a wavelength about 3,000 nanometers to 1 millimeter, and its applications are infrared heating devices, heat therapies, medical applications, and infrared saunas. As recommendations for this type of waves, we have sunscreen, avoid prolonged exposure, take safety measures, and look for medical attention in case of burned skin or irritation. Here is the bibliography. Thanks.